Hi there and welcome to Beauty Talk. My name is Linda, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial using only budget-friendly makeup. Yes, I'm going to be using brands like ELF, like L'Oreal, Maybelline, Kiko Milano, and more. So if you want to see what are the makeup brands that I'm using and how I achieved this beautiful makeup, I think it just came out so beautiful. You wouldn't even know that this is budget-friendly makeup because everything just works so incredible. So this video is going to be using only budget-friendly makeup, as I mentioned, that really performs almost like high-end makeup. It performs incredibly well and the results are just stunning. The results speak for themselves. So if you're interested in seeing that, please keep on watching. But before, like usual, I'm going to ask you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world for me to have you in my growing YouTube community. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I share a lot of a little bit of my personal life. I'm not extremely active on Reels, but I do share a lot on stories. So if you want to see behind the scenes and how I live my life, maybe follow me over there. I remind you that all of the products will be listed down below, and I will also have discount codes for Look Fantastic and Yes Style. So don't forget to check it out. Let's kick off this budget-friendly makeup with skin prep. So I've already done all my serums, my toner, serums, and moisturizer. Those are also budget friendly, but I think that is something for another video. But what I will share with you is my sunscreen. I waited to put on my sunscreen because I had just applied my self tanner. Today's Saturday, and actually today's the last time I think I'm going to be self tanning for this year, and I just let it sink in. So now I'm going to apply my sunscreen, which is a budget friendly sunscreen, and it's also going to work almost like a primer as well, because it's going to help for the makeup to go on nicer. So the sunscreen that I'm wearing today is this one from the brand Bondi Sands, and this is an Australian brand that I just really love. I feel like they have very affordable sunscreens that work incredibly well. This one is very hydrating, so I do 2 times 2 fingers, so I like to layer my sunscreen. And this sunscreen is just so nice because it's very hydrating, but it's not heavy, it doesn't feel oily, it just feels very hydrating. I'm sorry if I seem a bit rough, but yeah, it's very hydrating. I like how it goes under makeup. I like how it makes my skin feel. It just makes my skin feel kind of soothed. And as far as I understand, it has like these algae extracts, if I'm not mistaken. So it makes it very hydrating in that sense. I don't think this range, because this is a range that is kind of like more geared to hydration, I don't know if it is waterproof. They have another version, which I also have, that is waterproof. So there you go. I have my next two fingers, because as I said, I like to layer my sunscreen. I feel that this way I get better protection in case I don't reapply, which I usually don't. So I prefer to just make sure that I apply enough. I'm just applying all over the place. Just rubs in really well. As you can see, it doesn't leave any white cast whatsoever. I don't know if this range is available in the US, but here in Europe you can find it in places like Boots, Look Fantastic. I will leave it linked down below. So I want to start off doing my eyes, as I've been doing lately. I just like to do that so that I can do cleanup and sharpen the wing liner and all that stuff. And I'm going to use this product from ELF. So probably, as you know from the intro, I'm going to be using a lot of products from the brands such as ELF, Maybelline, L'Oreal, Kiko. I think those are the most predominant that I have. And I want to use this product from ELF. This is called the No Budge Matte Shadow Stick. Color is, oh god, the color is really small. Thrift shop. Yes, that's the color. So these are like matte stick shadows that I want to use as a base. Let me see if the camera is getting that. Yeah, that I want to use as a base for my eyeshadow. And this is a sort of like a taupey color, and I'm just going to just make sure that I don't have too much sunscreen on my eyelids. So I'm going to take this color and I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid, and sort of like this taupey eyeshadow that you can use it as an eyeshadow or as a base, and I think that's what I want to use it as a base, sort of like a primer. And it actually works really well. I've been using all of this makeup for the past week, and I can say that the makeup that I'm going to share with you in this video is actually really good. So I'm just going to take now a brush, and excuse me, I forgot to wash my makeup brushes last night. I usually wash them on Fridays and I completely forgot. I've been a little bit stressed lately, but so I'm going to be using a little bit of the dirty brushes, so ignore that. And I'm just going to blend that, like the edges in the crease. I'm going to blend that out a little bit over the eyelid. Just going to blend that like that. That is going to work as my base for the eyeshadow, so that the eyeshadow applies nicer, so the colors can pop out better, and it can also help the eyeshadow sort of last all day and not move. So now what I'm going to use is an eyeshadow from the brand Elf. Again, I have a lot of Elf products for this video, and they have these eyeshadow palettes that are called, what are they called? They're called Bite Size, I believe. And this color is called something like Latte. It's going to be in the description down below, so check it out if you're interested in knowing what color I'm using. But what I like about this palette, so what I like about this eyeshadow palette is that it actually is only mattes, and I really like this kind of eyeshadows because they're really helpful for every day if you don't like shimmers, but also to kind of like sculpt the eye, give it a little bit of dimension. This is really, really good. It's really good also as a base for whatever eyeshadow you're going to do. As I said, you can sculpt the eye and then you can add some shimmers or glitters, and this is really helpful for that. And also the size of this is really, really practical, so it's really good. So what I want to do is kind of set that first stick shadow that I applied, and I'm going to go in with the lightest color, and I'm going to start by the inner corner. That's going to work also like a little highlighter. Just going to set that area there. I'm going to go under the brow as well. Also do this with translucent powder or loose powder or whatever powder you have, but I want to use this color, and this is just going to set that stick eyeshadow that I first laid down. But now we have a really good canvas to do the rest of our eyeshadow. Now what I want to do is I want to take this taupey color here. This color is so nice. It's a perfect color for kind of sculpting the eye, and I'm going to use it. You probably have seen me use this technique thousands of times by now, but I really like this technique where I kind of sculpt. I start by sculpting the eye, so kind of just nestling it here in the crease, because I like to create a crease because my eyes are hooded, and I like that dimension that enhancing the crease creates. So I just go back in, take a little bit more, and I just keep nestling it between the brow bone and the socket to create that crease. I'm just going to extend it a little bit over here, and then I kind of start dragging it outside, blend it outwards to elongate the eyes. It's just such a pretty color. I think basically all skin tones can use this eyeshadow one way or another. It's just a very universal, flattering eyeshadow. Now what I want to do is I want to take that more like sort of like bronzy color, like this one here. It's a little bit more bronzy. I hope the camera's speaking that right. And I'm just gonna lay that all over the lid. It's gonna be like my base color, if that makes any sense. I'm just gonna blend the taupey color that I put on top with the lid, just with circular motions. And look, it just blends really, really well. This eyeshadow palette is like, I'm really, really impressed. They had some other colors as well. I have one that's like in this pink rosy color, and it's really nice. The only thing that I don't love is the shimmers. So actually this one that has no shimmers, I find that it's really good quality for just like a £4 value of this eyeshadow palette. It's just £4, and I think in the US it's probably like the same, $4 or $5. And I feel that the value for the quality that you get is pretty incredible. I'm going to be mixing different eyeshadows, and I'm going to show you something from Revlon. Now these cream eyeshadows have existed for a while. Let me show you. So these are incredible. I've heard makeup artists comparing these to more high-end luxury brands such as Chanel or Charlotte Tilbury, and these perform just the same and just incredibly well. Let me show you here. So these are the Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadow, and I have two colors. This one is Praline, so it's really pretty. Let me show you like this. It's almost like a pale rose gold. It's very pretty. The other one that's called Caramel is like this really nice bronzy golden color. I think I'm going to use this one today. So I'm going to take this one, which is the Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadow in the color Caramel. So I'm just going to swatch it here for you to see. This is Caramel. It's a terrible swatch, but there you go. And I'm just going to take that color and I'm going to apply it only on the mobile lid. I might have already showed you this color in an older video, but I think the video is totally different from the concept of today's video. But look at how pretty that looks. It looks just so nice. You can use this eyeshadow on its own, but today I want to show you different kinds of eyeshadow, different products, different brands, and also create like a little bit more of an elaborated look, if you wish, with this budget-friendly makeup. Now I want to do a little bit of an eyeliner, and I'm going to use this eyeliner from the brand Kiko Milano. So these are called Long Lasting Eyeliner, Intense Color Long Lasting Eyeliner from Kiko. This is how they look. And this is in the color number 3. I just have the number, which is 03. Let me show you how it looks. And it's this beautiful coppery brown. I think it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to be doing my wing eyeliner with this pencil. I've been using all this makeup. I've done similar looks all week using these makeup products, and just been really loving it. So I'm going to take the pencil and I'm going to look straight into the mirror. I'm going to start my wing liner from the middle. I think I need to look at the... Yeah, that's better. My eyesight is not great now. Start lining my eyes from the middle outwards, and then when I get to the end here, then I'm gonna start pulling out a wing. And I have to say, these pencils from Kiko Milano perform incredibly well. It really does not budge. After it sets, it does not budge, but it's incredibly creamy. So it's very malleable, and they just look really pretty. The colors are just incredible. This color is a beautiful color, bronzy color. So I just did like that, and then I can also just use my finger to extend. I do find though that you kind of have to go over the color so it can give you that nice payoff. Okay, so I'm going to show you again how I do my eyeliner. So I start by the middle. To use the magnified side. I start by the middle, right? I start tracing, following the eyelashes, just nestling it between the eyelashes, the color. And then as I get to the outer portion of my eye, I'm gonna start dragging it out to create my wing liner. It doesn't matter if it's not too perfect, because I'm gonna do the cleanup afterwards, and I can further sharpen the wing liner. Okay, so, or I can just use my nail. Oops. No worries, I will clean up and it will look just fine. So I just go over the color, a few more swipes to really get that payoff that I want. But this color is just really pretty, as you can see. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Another thing that I want to do is I'm gonna take this pencil and I'm gonna also just eyeline a little bit the bottom of my eyelashes. Just nestle it between the bottom lashes, just to frame the eye a little bit more. It's also gonna make it look a little bit bigger, like so. You see that eyeshadow? It really stays in place. I'm really trying to take it off, and it's like I have to really scrub it really hard to remove it. So it really is an eyeshadow that doesn't budge. It stays in place, these cream eyeshadows from Revlon. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup under my eyes. I'm gonna prep the under eye because I have very dehydrated under eyes, and I find that using a little extra moisturizer or even the sunscreen to do the cleanup, to sharpen the wing liner, but also to just further hydrate this area is going to help so that the concealer and the rest of my makeup kind of like goes on smoother and looks nicer and doesn't look cracked and dry throughout the day. So I thought I'd show you this moisturizer from Kiko. This is an eye cream from Kiko and it's called Bright Lift Eyes. And I've been really loving this moisturizer. I don't usually double apply it. I've applied it earlier, but I wanted to show it to you, so I'm going to apply a little bit more now. I'm going to use it as my cream to prepare my under eyes, but also to do the cleanup. So this is a really nice eye contour. I like that it's a little bit more creamy and more emollient than most creams. And I'm going to take a cotton round. It's not a cotton round, sorry, it's a cotton Q-tip or however you call these. And I first kind of like soak it, right? And then whatever is left, the back of my hand, I'm going to take it and I'm going to apply it under my eyes, as I said, to prep the under eyes again. And this is particularly great if you are like me, that you have very dry, dehydrated under eyes. This extra step can really help so that the concealer looks nicer. And then with the Q-tip, I'm gonna sharpen the wing. I'm going to just further do a little extra cleanup. I mean, it didn't come out too bad, so I don't have to do too much sharpening here. See this side? It's a great trick if you struggle with eyeliners, just to do it like this, and then you do the cleanup and you can sharpen it. And it looks perfect all the time. Okay, so let's move on with Complexion. And for Complexion, I purchased this primer from e.l.f. I actually had this one, which is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. And I really like this one. This is a really good one to not only disguise the pores, but also it has this ability to mattify. It's a really, really nice primer, but I'm not sure if they're discontinuing it. I have seen it in some places, but somehow they've come up with this one and I thought they were going to replace that one. So I thought I'd give this one a try. And this one is the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. So it's based on their famous putty primer, and I have to say I've been really enjoying this stuff. I like how easy it is to apply. It has a slight different texture compared to the other one, but it's very, very nice. The only thing I think I don't love about it is that it has a little bit of a paint smell. So I'm just going to press it in the center of my face to help disguise the pores. It really does help with that. I don't know, I mean, you won't be able to see it right away until I put on the rest of my makeup. You won't be able to appreciate that effect of disguising the pores. But here it is on this side, and this side I don't have it. And you can slightly appreciate like a little bit of a mattifying effect. That's what you can see. I just sort of like press it in this area. To further prep the complexion, I'm going to be using as a underneath highlighter, if you wish, this product from e.l.f. So this is a really, really famous product from e.l.f., which is their Halo Glow Liquid Filter, which a lot of people know that this is, or say it is, a dupe. I don't really believe in dupes, but I think it's a great product. I've been using it. I've been really enjoying it. And the color that I have is shade 2 Fair Light, and I think it's a little bit dark for me, but you know, I think it works. I might make it work. So I just like to apply it like underneath the foundation to give that glow within, you know what I'm trying to say. But also, I don't know, it has a little bit of coverage. You could use it if you don't like to wear too much foundation. You could use it almost like your foundation if you wanted to, because it has a little bit of coverage, but it also gives like this really nice glow that is not like a sticky, greasy glow, but just like a really pretty glow, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to tap that in, right? You see, it almost has like coverage, but you see how it just, it's a very natural glow. I don't think it's the same as the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I think the one from Charlotte Tilbury has a little bit more of a like a metallic-y radiance, which I quite like. This is a little bit more natural, I think. So good to keep that in mind. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing two products. And I am going to be mixing the famous Maybelline Skin Tint. This product, I have to say, that is just really, really lovely. I have been really enjoying it. I have seen so many makeup artists and other YouTubers mention this, like Nikki LaRose, Abby Young, and they all love this product, and I just really wanted to try. I tried a one from L'Oreal and I really, really liked it, but I was curious to try this one because I felt like this one had a little bit more coverage and I wanted something that had a little bit more coverage, so that's why I got this one. And I have it in the color 05, which is a little bit light for me, especially now for the winter. But I'm going to mix it with this product, which is from e.l.f. So this is the e.l.f. Bronzing Drops, and this is really, really nice. It has antioxidants, sunflower seed, and this is a product that you're supposed to be able to mix with your skincare, so your moisturizer or even your body moisturizer or an oil to give your skin a little bit of a glow. And it comes in three colors. It comes in a rose gold, pure gold, which is the one I have, and copper gold. Rose gold is supposed to be for fair, light fair skin colors, and pure gold is supposed to be to medium dark, and then copper for darker skin tones. However, I still got this one, which is the pure gold, because my intention is to use it with my foundation to adjust the color for when I'm using self tan. I'm using self tan today, so I need to adjust it, but also I wanted to use this as perhaps as a liquid bronzer. So I'm going to show you how I use it that way. So both these products, you have to shake them a little. And so yeah, this combo, I'm going to try this out today. I have not tried it yet, so it's going to be my first impressions of how these two go together. So I already applied a little bit of the skin tint in my little candle thingy because I had a little bit of an incident that I had to my camera, my monitor kind of died, so I had to get up and have foundation in my hand. Anyway, I'm rambling here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and I'm gonna mix it with my foundation. I'm gonna take a little squirt like that, and I'm just gonna mix it with my finger like so, and then I'm going to apply it. Let's apply half of my face, so it's still a little bit light, but that's okay because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm still gonna use bronzer, and it's going to adjust everything. I prefer that the foundation is a little bit lighter than darker because it's always easier to use bronzer to kind of like adjust the color. So yeah, let's just blend that. I really been enjoying this skin tint. I've been using it all week, and I have to say I really like it. I like how it makes my skin look kind of like luminous, not too greasy dewy, but just really pretty and natural. But I don't know, it just makes my skin look better, and I think that's the whole point of the skin tint. And it looks natural, doesn't look too makeup-y, it just looks really nice. So you can see, obviously it looks a little bit lighter than this side because the self tanner is already developing. It looks really pretty. I'm gonna apply the rest. I think you can build it as well. I've been using like that. Finish of it is not too glowy, dewy. It's just like a nice radiant, more like a radiant finish. And I like that it kind of like just stays that way the whole day. It doesn't feel like it gets oily, or it doesn't feel like it breaks up or anything. It just kind of sinks into the skin quite nicely, and it just has like a really good wear, and the finish itself just stays kind of like the same all day. I think that's really, really cool. And that's why I've been really enjoying it. So it seems like that bronzer, maybe I didn't apply enough, but it seems like it didn't make it like that much darker. But you know, that's not bad. It's not bad. It means that I can still use it. It's just gonna give like a little bit of a golden hue, I suppose. And that is, see, after all, the skin tint kind of just sank in, and it almost feels like it just adjusted to the color. It's kind of settled in and adjusted the color to the color of my skin. So that is nice. You can see up close, it just really looks like it just blended with my skin. It just looks like my skin a bit better. It's really lovely. So now let's apply some concealer, and I'm going to be using this one from L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. So this is what it looks like. And I have to say, I've been really enjoying it. I think I was persuaded to buy it because of Nikki LaRose. I remember she was using it and she said that she really enjoyed it. So I thought I would try it. I usually don't get along with budget-friendly concealers. I feel like they just don't work so well. Actually, I don't get along for the most part with a lot of concealers. I struggle with that because I have very dehydrated under eyes and I want a concealer that's not too drying, that covers but is not too thick. And I think this one has actually been working really well. And the color that I have is 2R. Okay, and I'm going to apply this here and here, a little bit on the forehead, just kind of like brighten the center of the face a little bit here. And I have to say, I've been really enjoying this concealer. I really like that it just doesn't feel heavy. It covers, but it's not like a full coverage. And it just feels lightweight. It doesn't settle into wrinkles, interestingly enough. And I feel like it works really well. It works really, really well. So overall, I'm really impressed with this concealer from L'Oreal. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend it. Blending it with a damp sponge. This is also a really affordable sponge from Boots UK. It's super, super affordable and I really love them. They're my favorite. They're super soft. And yeah, so you can see how that just brightened my under eye, but also kind of disguised a little bit of the darkness. Not that I have too much darkness, but I do like concealer to kind of brighten that area a little bit. And everything just blended out quite seamlessly. I have to say, quite enjoying this whole makeup. Basically, I have a little bit of a spot here. It's a bit difficult to correct, but I'm not gonna be bothered too much about it. I think I would need to use a little bit of this separately. Let's see, maybe let's try. The only issue I find with these dropper bottles, I don't hate the dropper, but I kind of hate it that it just leaks all over the place. So I'm just going to take a little bit with this tiny brush, see if I can conceal this spot here a little bit. It's working a little bit. Not quite perfect, but better than nothing. So I told you that I also wanted to use the e.l.f. bronzing drops as a sort of liquid bronzer, and yeah, I tried it yesterday that way and it worked really well because it does sheer out, but it does give a little bit of that warmth. So let's try it that way today. I'm going to take a little bit back of my hand, take a little bit like that, just like a drop, maybe a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to pre-blend it in my brush. You can see how it looks. It's beautiful. It's got a beautiful radiance to it. It's not too shimmery. It's really, really quite pretty, this e.l.f. liquid bronzer. So I'm just gonna spread it, put a little bit on this side because I think it has a little too much. And you see, it's actually working quite well, like a liquid bronzer. Really, it almost feels more like a gel. Look at that, really giving that lovely warmth to the skin like a regular bronzer would. And this is something I really like. I really like to use, especially for bronzer, there's something about using a cream or a liquid product and then setting it with a powder that, I don't know, I just enjoy that. I think it makes the finished look so much nicer. I'm gonna apply a little bit here, a little bit along the jawline. We want to get that so that it can blend in with the skin. And actually, you see how that worked really well, like a bronzer. That's so nice. Really, really nice. Worked really well. I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm going to take a little bit here under the eye, just so to blend that edge, so it doesn't look like harsh. You can't see where, so you cannot see where the bronzer starts and finishes. So look at that. It looks really, really pretty, like a bronzer. It really does. Now to set this in place, I'm going to be using a powder, and I'm going to be using the powder from e.l.f. and this is the Halo Glow setting powder from e.l.f. I have to say, I'm quite impressed with this powder. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful powder. It is a luminous powder, so if you want something to mattify, you may not like it, but I have been really enjoying it. I feel like it's quite beautiful, especially under the eyes. I think a lot of you will enjoy it because of that, because it does give a little bit of a luminosity. So I'm going to take it like this. I'm going to take a little bit with a brush. I'm going to tap off the excess because that's not great. But I'm gonna make sure that my concealer hasn't settled in my little lines, and then I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna show you what it looks on one side, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit in the center of my face. It's usually where I apply my powder, just to tone down a little bit that shine, and also just set, especially the center of the face where you have so much movement. You want to set everything so that it doesn't crease or move around, slide around the face. But look at that. It looks almost imperceptible underneath the eyes. See, it just gives like a little bit of this radiance, but you cannot like see that it's not very powdery, you know. It's very, very, very fine. I have to say, I have been really impressed with this powder. However, if you do use a lot, it might, I don't know, it might show up, especially here in this area of the face. But otherwise, I have been really enjoying, especially under the eyes. I find that that is the trickiest part. You really want to make sure that you use the littlest, the tiniest bit of powder, but also you do need to use a little bit of powder under the eye so that the product stays in place. And I feel like this product is really affordable, but amazing, comparable probably to more high-end ones. I can't compare it to the high-end ones that I have because they're kind of just different. But this is something that is really incredible for the price that it is. So as you see, it's not mattifying. It just tones down a little bit of the shine, but it leaves like a beautiful luminosity. If you want something that's more mattifying, I would suggest the one from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder, and this is in the translucent color. But I would suggest, if you have deeper skin tone than I, to use the one that comes in colors. And I think this powder is a really beautiful powder to set your makeup that is also mattifying. It's very, very fine, it doesn't look too powdery on the face. It's really, really nice. But for today, this one from e.l.f., I mean, it's stunning. Obviously, this is probably not the best makeup for filming because everything that I'm using is very luminous. So probably the way you're seeing everything is that everything looks way too shiny. But for day to day, this is beautiful powder because it really doesn't show up on the skin. It just looks very imperceptible, very beautiful, I have to say. I've been really loving this powder from e.l.f. As I mentioned, I really enjoy using liquid or cream products underneath and then setting it with a similar product. So I used the e.l.f. bronzing drops as sort of like my cream bronzer underneath. And now I'm going to go in with a powder bronzer. And this is another luminous powder bronzer. This is from Kiko. This is the Kiko Silky Glow Baked Bronzer, and this is in the color number 2. It's called Terracotta Effect or Suntan Effect Baked Bronzer. And this is absolutely stunning. They only have 2 colors. They do have other bronzers that are more matte, but I really liked this. This is so beautiful. So I'm just going to use that to further enhance that initial cream bronzer that I applied. And it's so beautiful because it has this luminosity to it. And I've been really enjoying this. Also has a little bit of a scent, which I don't mind. And I'm just gonna apply it on top of that liquid bronzer, and you can see it just blends so beautifully into the skin. It doesn't look patchy, and it is radiant, so it's not like shimmery, it's just like a radiance, and I really enjoy that. I think this product is absolutely fabulous. I'm just gonna spread that like that, make sure that everything kind of blends together. So this is how it's looking so far. Let's move on with a little bit of blush, and I'm only going to be using one blush. I usually like to do that double layer cream and then a powder, but for today I don't want to use too many products because also I don't have an affordable powder blush. But I'm going to use this blush, a liquid blush from Maybelline. This is called the Sun Kiss blush, and it looks like this. And when I saw this color, I just fell in love. This is the color 05 Blazing Blush. And I was just in love because it's like this little ballerina pink. I call it ballerina pink or bubblegum pink, however you want to call it. And I know that Dior came out with something very similar. It's kind of like a highlighting blush, or you can just use it for different purposes. And I think you can use this blush also for different purposes. If you want to use it like on your eyelids, or just like it's kind of like a highlighting blush, or a cross between a highlighter and a blush. And this color, I just really liked it. So I am going to pre-blend that. You can see it's got like almost like a highlighting effect. It's really pretty. I just like this color so much, and I just been really enjoying it as well. You see how it goes on? It goes on really well. It does have almost like a powdery effect. It does kind of fade a little bit, but upon initial application, it just looks so beautiful. What I've been doing is that I may kind of like go in at the end. I may add a little bit more to intensify it, or I will add a powder blush just to top it off. But otherwise, I just love this color. Look how pretty it looks. It just looks so subtle. So I don't know, it's really pretty. Really like it. Let's do my eyebrows really quickly. These products you've already seen, and for eyebrows I've been really enjoying the budget friendly products, and I just feel like for brows you don't really need to spend too much money, because it's, I don't know, you just don't. And I've been really enjoying this brow pen from Maybelline. This is the Build a Brow from Maybelline, and the color that I use is ash brown. I really enjoy this pen. It's so easy to use, in my opinion, because I'm just used to using this, but maybe not so much for other people. But I really enjoy it, and I kind of just fill in the gaps. Let me see, am I covering the camera? Nope. So I just fill in the gaps, just shape a little bit better my eyebrows. I don't have perfect eyebrows. They are totally asymmetric, which is probably normal, but mine are just not worse than asymmetric. They're just crooked, but you know, I try not to let it bother me. And I just like to extend a little bit here, so like so. I just like for the eyebrows to have a little bit more definition, more structure, but not too heavy. I don't want an eyebrow that looks like I draw it in. I find that this brow pen is just quite good. It doesn't melt off, it kind of stays in place. You can do those little hair strokes. Overall, I've just been enjoying it. This is actually my second one, so I'm quite enjoying it, and I think, you know, great. It's affordable. It works really well. And the eyebrow gel that I've been using for the past year that I think is absolutely fabulous, and I've even seen makeup artist and Andrea Lee, which is my favorite makeup artist, and I've seen her use this, and she says it's become her favorite, and she really likes it. And I think the reason why I like it as well is that it is just, first of all, let me show you the product. It's a bit dirty, so forgive me. This is the Got To Be from Swarovski. This is a gel that you can use for your eyebrows, or to fix, you know, around the hairs, any hairs that are straying. And I think the reason why a lot of people like it is because it does set your eyebrows. It's not like a laminating gel, not at all, but it does set them in place, doesn't move, but it doesn't leave the eyebrows feeling crunchy like a lot of gels do, that you can feel it on your eyebrows. And I think this doesn't do that. It's very lightweight, so it sets them in place, but it's not too crunchy or heavy. And I think that is why a lot of people like it, and including myself. So those are the brows. Let's move on with a little bit of a highlighting powder. And I have this for a while now, and I think a lot of you probably already know this powder. This is from the brand Essence, and it's Glow Time Baked Highlighter Powder. That's what it's called. It's called Make Me Glow Baked Highlighter. The packaging is obviously not holding up very well, but the product itself is really beautiful. This is one of the best budget highlighters that I know, and I've heard so many people say the same thing. It's just a very natural looking highlighter. I hope you can see that. It's very natural. It's not glittery. It feels almost like a high-end highlighter, like perhaps the ones from Laura Mercier or Hourglass, that have this beautiful, just like imperceptible, there's no shimmer, it just looks like glow, like this radiant skin, literally. So I'm going to use this product with this brush, and then I'm just going to apply it, and you will see it's just the most beautiful natural glow. I've been using it for this week. all this week to go to work, and just even when I'm at home, because I like to do my makeup when I'm at home, and it just looks so beautiful. You see, it's just very natural glow. It's so pretty. It's not like glowing that you can see it from the skies. No, it's just very natural, and I think a lot of people will like this. And it's not a new product, by no means. It's not a new product, but I don't think I have heard of any kind of products that is similar to this in the market, budget friendly. I don't think I've seen anything better than this, to be honest. So this is a really nice one from Essence. Essence has a lot of incredible products that are really affordable, and this one is a really good one. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes with my Laura Mercier curler. It's not a budget-friendly one. I don't know of any budget-friendly eyelash curlers. I think that you probably want to invest in a good one. Maybe Kiko Milano might have a really good one, but I think that investing in a good eyelash curler is a great thing, because it's gonna last. It's gonna last for years and years to come. And I just find that some of the cheap ones that I've had, they've just gotten ruined really easily. So for me, having these ones, they've just lasted me a really long time. They work really, really well. I love to curl my eyelashes before I set my makeup. And speaking of setting my makeup, I am going to use this makeup setting spray from e.l.f. I'm using a lot of e.l.f. products in this video. I know it's just that e.l.f. is quite affordable. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray from e.l.f. It says shockingly fine mist, major makeup grip. I think this is an amazing product. I've only tried it yesterday and I really enjoyed it. It does actually have a very fine mist, and I like that it feels very hydrating. So I'm just gonna mist that. It really has a very fine mist. I mean, I'm telling you, it feels even finer than my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Mist, which I love. It's my favorite. But this feels really, really nice. I like how it feels very hydrating, and it does kind of like enhance a tiny bit the makeup. You know, it will help melt the powders together and just keep the face looking nice and fresh, but it's not like overly glowy. I don't know, it's something about it, just everything, the whole makeup is just coming out so nice. I'm really impressed with this setting spray from e.l.f. Originally, I wanted to get the one from Milani. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a really popular one. I wanted to get that because I wanted something different, but to be honest with you, the e.l.f. was on sale. They had like 3 for 2, so I thought, you know what, I think I kind of want to get those. I'll try the Milani one after. If you've tried it and you think that it's better than this one, let me know in the comments. Okay, let's do the eyelashes. And for the eyelashes, I'm going to be using this mascara from Essence. This is the Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening Volume Mascara. I have been really enjoying this. I love my high-end mascaras, as you may know if you follow me. And if not, make sure you subscribe. My favorite high-end mascaras are the Chanel Le Volume, the Chanel, and the Dior Show Waterproof from Dior. But this one is actually extremely nice. This mascara from Essence is incredibly nice for what you pay. I think I bought this, it was just like €4 or nearly 5 years. I bought it in Portugal the last summer, and for the price, it's incredible. It really is. It doesn't budge. It's very separating. It's very beautiful. So I'm going to show you how it looks. I have been really enjoying it. For the price, I think it's amazing. I'm not usually one for budget mascaras, although I know that some of them are really good, but I'm just really picky in that sense. But this is incredible, and also because now the budget-friendly mascaras, they're not even that budget-friendly anymore, but this is budget-friendly because this is, like I said, it's like probably about $4-5 in the US, or maybe at this stage maybe a little bit more, but that is really budget-friendly, and for the effect that you get, it is incredible. It is really, really incredible. What you pay for and what you get is really incredible, and that's why I've been really enjoying this mascara. So you can see, with mascara, with no mascara, I mean, it is not bad. It is really not bad, this mascara. For what you pay, it's incredible, really. I have been really enjoying this Essence Lash Without Limits, and I've heard a lot of people speaking about it as well, and they say good things. So I bought it because of that, and I absolutely agree. It's a really good mascara, really good one, and it also doesn't flake. I think some of the other mascaras from Essence do flake a little bit on me, but this one doesn't flake, it doesn't budge. Even though it's not waterproof, it really stays in place, and I think it's a great one. Now let's move on with lips, and with lips I have a variety of products that I can quickly show you. In terms of like lip liners, I have lip liners from e.l.f. This is a lip liner from e.l.f., but I think I don't want to show you this one today, just to show you some different brands. Although I am thinking that I can potentially do a full face of e.l.f. If you like that idea, let me know in the comments, so that I can finish collecting the products from the brand and do that video for you. But I have other budget-friendly lip liners that I really love are from the brands Kiko Milano has this amazing, I love this lip liner. This is my second one. And then also from NYX. I have showed you the NYX lip liners before. This one is in Nude Truffle. Let me quickly show you. So this is Nude Truffle. This is a beautiful brown nude color that is just beautiful. It works with a lot of skin tones, although if you do have darker skin than me, if you want to show up, you probably need a darker color than this one. This one's even lighter. This one is in nude beige, so if you are fair or even lighter than me, this one is really good. You can see it's slightly lighter than Nude Truffle, and it is a little bit more, it almost has a little bit of a coolness to it. I've been loving this color. I'm actually going to use this one today. Oh, hold on, let me show you the Kiko Milano one. The Kiko Milano one is in the color 21. I think it's called something like cinnamon something, and I mean they all look almost the same, these ones. I think the Kiko one looks slightly more pinky. They're just all really beautiful. I will be applying the NYX lip pencil in the color Nude Beige. And I love using a lip liner. For me, it's really important to frame the lips, to give it a little bit of a shape, to just help for the lipstick to go on better. And I do usually I just outline my lip. I do the bottom lip, I follow the natural lip line, and then the top lip I will go out just a little bit on the top part and the Cupid's bow to create that lifted effect. And then I will follow the natural line of my lips, like so. You can see how this color just looks so pretty. It's very natural. It's just framing the lips. It's almost like using a contour on the lips perfectly, just like a perfect contour that's going to naturally make my lips look a little bit more thicker, because I have very small lips, as you may notice. And this color is fabulous. So if you have light skin like mine, fair, medium, light skin tone, I think you're gonna love this one. So I have a variety of favorite budget-friendly lipsticks. I have some from Revlon, I have some from L'Oreal, and now I have this one from e.l.f., which is the one I'm going to show you. And I'm thinking maybe I can make a video about my favorite budget-friendly lip combos. If you like that idea as well, let me know in the comments. But for today, the budget-friendly lipstick that I'm going to show you is this one from e.l.f. Again, a lot of products from e.l.f., but this product is really interesting. This is called the Pout Cloud Plumping Lip Pen. So this is called the Pout Cloud Lip Plumping Pen, and the color is just peachy, if I'm not mistaken. So it's these kind of pens, and I think other brands, I think Hourglass and I think what is it, Tarte, they have these kind of similar style pens, but this color is really pretty. It was not the color I was intended to buy, so this is called just peachy. Look at that. Don't really like plumping products. I didn't realize that when I purchased it, but it's not too bad. It's not such a crazy tingly sensation, but what I like about it is that it feels really nice on the lips, very cushiony, very hydrating. Yeah, that's really nice, and it gives your lips like shine. It's just really nice. This is very nude, but this is very me. I really like it. It feels very comfortable on the lips, feels very nourishing actually. That's why I'm quite impressed with this product. I like the shine. You don't have to use a lip gloss if you don't want to. I tend to like to use a lip gloss, but with this product I feel like I I don't need it. So this is the final look using only budget-friendly makeup products. I've just been really impressed with all of these products. I'm usually more of a high-end luxury brand makeup, especially with makeup. I like it because it's kind of like my treat, but I don't always want to spend so much money, and I want products that are really good, that are affordable, but that have amazing quality. And I think all of these products that I've shared with you today have incredible quality, incredible long-lasting power. They look like you wouldn't know that I'm just wearing affordable brands. You wouldn't know. I think the makeup looks stunning. It looks sophisticated. It looks very high-end, if you wish. And this is how it came out. I'm really loving. I love the glow. I love everything. It's very toned down. It's borderline natural, sophisticated makeup. I think I just really like it. In the comments if you enjoy this makeup, if there's any of the products that I spoke about that you really like or that you are thinking of trying out because you watched this video. I am so grateful for all the support that I've been getting lately. A lot of people leaving comments. I love answering your questions and trying to help you. I really enjoy that. So don't stop leaving the comments. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. Remember, from my last video, I mentioned that I'm gonna be taking some time off from YouTube because I really have to focus on studying for a big exam that I have, and I'm gonna be taking some time off from YouTube. I might not be filming long content and sharing it here, but I'm gonna try and stay present, maybe with small videos or perhaps some kind of videos that I can film that I don't have to spend too much time editing, that I can just post straight away. Might be a way to go, but we'll see. Let me know, what are your thoughts? I'm gonna try and do my best, so maybe stay tuned in my Instagram, Linda Beauty Talk. I will probably be sharing a little bit more there since I won't be as active on YouTube, but yeah, I'm gonna do my best, so don't forget to follow me over there. And I also share a lot of like my personal life there, so if you want to get to know me a little bit more, don't forget to follow me over there. And having said that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for keeping me company. Hope you've enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of kisses, and I'll see you in another video. Ciao.